Here we go, people. It's the Guardian. Right, so prepare yourselves. I mean, I would be so angry now if this wasn't so, and excuse my English, fucking ridiculous. Jonathan Jones, the journalist, has been writing for The Guardian for about 20 years. He's contrived a few feuds with some successful artists to kind of, maintain some kind of relevance in the members' clubs of Soho and nowhere else. But this, what I'm about to take you through it's bullshit. It's bullshit. Look at the opening line. So this is about the summer exhibition at the Royal Academy. It's down near the Burlington Arcade, just the other side of Regent Street. It's a very famous, goes on every year. I've been to a load of them. Usually very good. But this, that looks like a charity shop. That looks like clutter. It looks like stuff people no longer want, that people with learning disorders buy for £2 to decorate their little rabbit hutch estate house. Look at the opening gambit. This has never been so much fun. Oh, whoa, exclamation mark, laughing at my own joke. This has never been so much fun, he said with his Starbucks latte dribbling over his hand. Good Lord. I mean, that's what art should be about, shouldn't it? It should be about fun. Hey, fuck it. Why don't you just put a bouncy castle in there? The Royal Academy Summer Exhibition, 5 stars. This is amazing. Well, it's not. Look at that. This is the Royal Academy. This is the best they could give us, is it? I wonder if they're pandering to a kind of racial zeitgeist, which is, of course, the bigotry of low expectations, and minorities everywhere will be cringing themselves to death reading this utter bastards, ridiculous review. Let's dive in. What? Where's all the mediocre art? Yinka Shonibar has turned this annual event into a thrilling, thoughtful showcase, boasting giant fruit and Colston in chains. Oh, quelle surprise. So the Long March through the institutions has set up its tents in the Royal Academy Summer Exhibition. And Colston in chains. Let's just think of Colston. Yes, he traded slaves, like a lot of people did back then, like Africans did back then, but we don't hear too much about that. Like Africans are now, like the Qataris are, who built the World Cup stadiums. But we're only talking about white people when it comes to slavery. Have we organised that? So while we're talking on the one hand about Colston in chains, let's not forget this has never been so much fun, for fuck's sake. The statue of Sir Joshua Reynolds, founder of the Royal Academy, is usually garlanded with flowers when the summer exhibition is on, which is a lovely thing. It's a traditional thing. I don't know, dare I say it's part of our culture. This year, the bronze figure in the courtyard wears instead a sash of Dutch wax print, the fabric of complex colonial histories that British Nigerian artist Yinka Shonibar has made his trademark. Yeah, but these complex colonial histories only seem to be complex on one side. You never seem to be prepared to look into the real complexities of it. You go as deep as the I don't know, maybe the BLM explosion in America last year, maybe just enough to, lick your finger, get another mark in the good books of the minorities. Go on, Jonathan Jones, you'll be alright, son. Good Lord. As coordinator of this year's show, Shonibar starts as he means to go on. Not so much denouncing the establishment as tricking it. What are you talking about, Jonathan? This is the Royal Academy. This is the establishment. They've let this work happen. No one's being tricked here. You're all in the same boat. This was so predictable. If you'd have asked me 4 years ago what the Royal Academy Summer Exhibition would have been like in a few years, I'd have said this. No one's been tricked here. Nothing's been denounced. The establishment is being supported. The only people being tricked are your stupid Guardian readers who swallow this bullshit and have been doing so for 200 years. Getting to see things his way and leaving it more radically transformed than if it actually toppled Sir Joshua. Oh my God! Making a reference to what they'd done with Colson when they threw him in the river in Bristol. I mean, they always talk about Colson, who was a slave trader, as I said, like loads of other people were, like most cultures have through history. But, you know, let's stick to that little slither of slavery where white people were involved. They never mention Colson's charities he set up, all the philanthropism he got involved in. No. But this vile little this vile little gesture that he's radically transformed Sir Joshua's statue more than if he'd actually kicked it over and kicked it in the head, cut the thing up, melt it, burn it. What, England? Great Britain? Fuck them. Let's not sentimentalise history. What? Okay, sure. But it's only you that's been doing it so far. The Royal Academy was founded in 1768, bang in the middle of Britain's most profitable engagement in the transatlantic slave trade. Oh, you mean the same Britain that put an end to slavery? Yeah. You're not going to mention that though, are you? That's not going to win you any points in the social justice arena. No, of course not. Let's just keep fucking hitting them over the head with slavery. Not a mention of, I don't know, the... Let's have a think. Who was it who came to the southern shores of England and took white slaves back to the Ottoman Empire? No, don't mention it. Let's not sentimentalise history. The Royal Academy was founded in 1768, bang in the middle of Britain's most profitable engagement in the transatlantic slave trade, where they bought slaves from African slave dealers. Oh, sorry, it doesn't say that. I just put it in there because I don't like to sentimentalise history, you know. By artists happy to portray slavers. Well, that you know, artists of the time, well, they used to have some kind of social role and function. And ironically, it is because artists of the time portrayed slavers as you call them, that you have some you have further understanding of them. Oh, I mean, would you ever say that about writers? By writers happy to talk about slavers. I mean, if no one talked about or wrote about or made art about slavers, you wouldn't know anything about them. So don't knock them and rely on them at the same time. So there's historical justice. Historical justice, what even is that? What even is historical justice? Is this some kind of time travel? You absolute Burke. So there's historical justice in the revolution now? Well, I suppose there is an element of revolution when you turn the Royal Academy Summer Exhibition into a charity shop, but let's continue. So there's historical justice in the Doctor Who. Whoops, sorry, it doesn't say that. In the TARDIS. Hang on. Let's get back. So there's historical justice in the revolution Shonibare enacts. in the grand salons. Oh no, grand salons puts that in as a dig. How dare you be successful as a culture? There's people on the other side of the world who didn't make a 2-story building in like 5 zillion years. The grand salons of Burlington House. England, what? Britain? Bastards. They've only given me the life where I get to write absolute shit on the back of a train ticket when I'm going home from my cushy job. Nonetheless, England. He exacts retribution with a smile. He does in your head. He does in your head because you're bitter. Because you're bitter. And you hate the culture that gave you the excellent life you have. And that's why that cognitive dissonance in your head clings to every word you've written here, like the fingerprints of a scat fetishist on the shit it plays with for its kicks. He exacts retribution with a smile and blows up ingrained inequality with the kindest of explosives. I mean, just read that again. He exacts retribution with a smile and blows up ingrained inequality with the kindest of explosives. What is this? Who is this written for? What does that mean? And there we get, well, I'll tell you what it means. It's a lead up to classic utopianist thinking. And this is where the Guardian, journalists, activists, everyone will leave happy. There you go. That's it. Everyone will leave happy. Right, Sigmund Freud said that there's a navel, you know your belly button, a navel in every dream. And it's the part of the dream that threatens the undoing of the whole dream. It threatens to decode, to decrypt the dream and tell you what it means. It's the moment in the dream where you stumble upon something and think, well, hang on, that is more significant than everything else, which then reinterprets everything else. And this, everyone will leave happy. That's the navel of this piece. This is utopianist thinking. These people are dangerous. They want a brave new world, and everyone will leave happy and changed. I mean, in fairness, I have left the odd charity shop with a skip in my step, but only to get away from that kind of musky, unwashed scent. The thrill is not just social. Woo! Old Jones loves his social thrills. It is artistic. Oh, have it. Take it from him. You will leave happy, and it is artistic. The Royal Academy show is so big. Nice sentence. Drop it in. It's big. Most years I would walk through it with a mounting boredom and claustrophobia, senses dulled by acres of mediocre art. Ah, yeah, but when we brought in the minorities, when it was on the back of the BLM riots, when it's all yay, 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 let's go Africa, I love it. This is amazing. Whoa, whoo, yeah, lovely, yeah. I'm no longer bored by my own culture. I'm no longer bored by centuries of some of the most incredible, relevant, functional, socially necessary works of art that are our culture. No, I'm bored with them, senses dulled. You talk about mediocre art, let's just have a look. I'll leave it up to you. There you go. You will leave happy. Remember that. Okay. Shawnee Bear's shift uncovers new worlds of talent and imagination. New worlds of talent. You know what he's saying there? Yeah. It's not very subtle, is it? New countries, yeah. New cultures, new demographics. He makes you see with new eyes. Yeah, not yours, not your eyes. Exactly. You got something right, Jonathan. He begins by introducing the African-American artist Bill Traylor, who died in 1949. Now, hold tight. Strap yourself in, people. We have another naval, but less threatening the undoing of this review. This threatens the undoing of what right this blatant activist has got to be talking about art. It is an inclusion that reverses time and twists space. So by putting a bit of artwork by an African-American artist into the Royal Academy Summer Exhibition, you've suddenly got a time machine and a black hole on the go. I mean, the insult to Bill Traylor there, the insult to African-American artists, who will be cringing their teeth loose reading this, knowing that yet another Guardian liberal is white knighting for them and embarrassing them. Malcolm X, the biggest threat to African Americans is the white liberal. This is an inclusion that reverses time and twists space. Well, if you're going to make an incredible statement like that, I'd expect you to back it up a little bit. But oh no, that's enough. No, it reverses time and it twists space. Take my word for it. Everyone will leave happy. Just remember that. You think this exhibition is about British art in 2021? Question mark. What? Hang on, is that a statement or a question? You think this exhibition is about British art in 2021? Question mark. It doesn't even make sense. Oh, we've got to do the Australian go up in pitch. You think this exhibition is about British art in 2021? Fuck off, review. But we are made by history. Oh, well done. Well done. Did you do GCSE history? Traylor didn't get any Royal Academy dinners. So? He was born into slavery in Alabama in 1854. Towards the end of his long life, he started making intense and comic paintings such as Untitled, then there's the name, construction with figures, in which people dance, shout and struggle round a tower on which birds and animals perch. He resembles Paul Klee in the surreal mystery of his designs. Red Man with Pipe depicts a bent and ancient figure, a dogged survivor. Maybe it's a self-image. Yeah, what's interesting here is that he gives you all this. You think this exhibition is about British art in 2021? But we are made by history. And then he goes on to tell us that Traylor didn't get any Royal Academy dinners. He was born into slavery, blah, blah, blah. Oh, we need to know the artist's biography, do we, before we can before we can understand the artwork, before the artwork has some kind of function. I mean, if that's the case, maybe just write it down. Maybe Traylor should just say I was a slave and put that up on the wall, because that's what you feel is obviously important about his work. Doesn't the work stand alone? Dunce. Clearly, the prominence given to an artist who's been dead more than 70 years goes against everything anyone expects from the Royal Academy Summer Exhibition to be. Oh. But the more you think about it, the more necessary the gesture is. A restitution is made. Nearby hangs Hugh Locke's Colston Day 1, a photo of the Bristol slavers' pre-toppled monument that Locke has plastered with wire, cloth and paint to change Colston into a golden-haired totem in chains. Oh, that's just lovely. But no interpretation there. Oh no, he's going to leave that up to you because he wants you to think bad about it because, you know, Colston, British. Shonibare promises magic and Victor Ekihaminor delivers it with a towering assemblage called the Holy King from the Sky, a being clad in red lace against blackness, festooned with rhinestones and rosaries. Yeah, just telling us what's there now. Lou Mason's magician, meanwhile, is a jester, running through space, woven through wall and hessian. So what? The real magic is how Schonibert has infused the entire RA with his ideas. Well, there's the real magic. No, there's the real tragedy. In the works in the next room, chosen by Humphrey Ocean... What? Hang on, I thought you just said Schonibert has infused the entire RA with his ideas. In the works in the next room, chosen by Humphrey Ocean, who is not Schonibert. the entire RA with his ideas. In the works in the next room, chosen by not Schonibert, the riot though, just saying it. The riot continues, and the established artist takes part in destroying the establishment. No. This is the establishment. They've allowed this. They've agreed to it. They've welcomed it. They want it. They're part of it. You little cheeky lying bastard, are trying to separate what's going on in the Royal Academy from the Royal Academy, as if you're trying to give these works meaning that isn't there. This is all organised. This isn't a riot. It's nothing. It's nowhere near a riot. This is a museum. It's been curated. It's been agreed with. It's been signed off. It's been paid with by British taxpayers' money. What riot continues? This is not a riot. This is nothing like a riot. The riot continues, and the established artists take part in destroying the establishments. No, they don't. The established artists continue playing ball with the establishment. In one lovely juxtaposition, did you do GCSE art, Jonathan? A gorgeously wet and shiny red painting by Gary Hume hangs by a little canvas of a toad. I mean, this is like Chris Morris now. In one lovely juxtaposition, a gorgeous wet and shiny red painting by Gary Hume hangs by a little canvas of a toad. Come on. As you go further into the show, the sense of democracy expands. Sense of democracy? Whoa. It was only a couple of seconds ago. The riot continued. Now it's a sense of democracy. It's not just about who makes art, but what we define as artistic excellence. Yeah, okay, yeah. Another, just these. This is just classic Guardian art review tropes. One work that stopped me in my tracks is a gigantic painted ceramic pineapple by Rose Wiley. This 87-year-old may be an Artwell darling, establishment artist, but she has the raw, joyful energy of an outsider artist. Oh, so even the artists that don't fit into your little definition of these people who are creating riots, these people who are tricking the establishment, who are using the establishment against the establishment. Oh no, when it's an 87-year-old Artwell darling, well, she's got the raw, joyful energy of an outsider artist. Oh, so no matter. I mean, you might as well just have put a Rodin in there and said, oh, it's got the joyful energy of an outsider. This is all about outsiders. I mean, I know Rodin's thinker isn't an outsider, but it does have the joyful energy of it anyway. Fuck this, I cannot believe I am reading. I can't read any more of this. It's nonsense. I'll leave you a link to it because it's sending me mad. It's bullshit.